Welcome to your weekly energy update, and we're looking at the week of May 15th through May 22nd. And of course, these are also timeless, so if you're coming across this video outside of that time frame, I would still trust your intuition and watch the video because I'm sure there are messages for you. If you are watching this for that time period, on May 15th, we do have a full moon in Scorpio that actually has a total lunar eclipse. And a total lunar eclipse happens when the full moon moves into the Earth's shadow. So the Earth is standing in between it and the sun, and so it gets caught in the shadow. And the sun is still shining, the same amount of brightness, but we just don't see it because of the perspective we're having on the Earth. So what we're going to be looking into for this week's reading is, what sunshine are we currently overlooking? I'm going to jump into your specific sign right now and see what the Creator wants you to know. All right, my Geminis, this is your weekly energy update, and around what sunshine are you currently overlooking? And we're going to start off by pulling a card here from the Power Thought cards by Louise Hay. And a side note, all of the cards that I use are listed in the description box below. So let's see here, for our Geminis, what would you like them to know, please? All right, so for our Geminis, what sunshine? Okay, right there. And this is, I'm at peace with my sexuality. And it also says, I rejoice in my sexuality and in my own body. My body is perfect for me in this lifetime. I embrace myself with love and compassion. Beautiful. So there is this wonderful sunshine that's within you, this love that you have for the perfect body. I love Byron Katie. She's this wonderful lady that has this process called The Work, and you can check her out at thework.com. But she had this amazing experience because she was overweight for a very long time, and from what she thought, in her human self, what was overweight. But during the process that she had of transforming her mindsets and really digging into her shadow and everything in her life, she realized that every second she has the perfect body for that moment. And that's what we all do, because no one else could handle that body in that moment, but we chose it because we could. And I love that because it's so empowering. It's like, yes, I can love who I am in that moment. It doesn't mean that, but I want to be healthier. It's like, you can, if you want to show your body that you love it and start eating differently because you love it, exercise differently because you love it, treat it differently because you love it, then your behavior changes because you love in your body, not because you think you need to change to be something different, to be lovable and acceptable. And there is a difference in that. But let's take a look here, see what else. We're the I Am Everything affirmation cards here. Let's just see what else for our Geminis, please. Nope, none of those, they said. Okay, there it is. Yep, and this is I Am Still. And that says, I understand that there are times to move and there are times to be still. In my stillness, I seek greater understanding. I take time to rest and contemplate. I strive for unconditional happiness here in the present. I am still. And I love that, unconditional happiness in the moment. That reminds me of the phrase, I want to be happy for no reason at all, and then no one can take away that reason from me. We were talking about a moment ago about, when we have our happiness set into the future, that when, especially we're talking about when my body looks like this, when I'm attractive to other people, then I'll be happy. But the problem with that is that we're miserable the rest of the way. And what if this day never comes? When we start to be happy in our condition that we're in right now, whatever it will be, our bodies, our homes, our jobs, our minds, our emotions, whatever it might be, when we're able just to be still and stop trying to achieve and get to somewhere in the future and come back to this moment, we have peace that comes in. And the amazing thing about our bodies is they're amazing machines. When they're stressed, they go into fight or flight mode. And when we go into fight or flight mode, then many things happen to our bodies to prepare us to run like heck or to fight to survive, right? Either way, it's trying to get us to feel safe again. But when it goes into that fight or flight mode, it's like we want all the energy and the blood and power to go to legs and arms to run like crazy or fight like crazy. And so the blood leaves our brain. We go into reactive mode. Our immune system shuts down. Our nervous system gets flooded with adrenaline. There's so many things that happen in our bodies that if we're perpetually in this place of fear about being rejected for who we are, our bodies, what we look like, whatever it might be, then our bodies have a hard time digesting. So we have digestive issues. It stores fat. It does so many different things. I mean, you can look on the internet and just search fight or flight impact on body. And you can look at things and go, oh my God. You can understand why there's so much dis-ease or disease in the world, because we're in these maybe not so much physical monsters attacking us like we had in the past, but a lot of emotional monsters, right? So I love this being still here. We're also going to pull from the Sun and Moon Tarot and just see what else the Creator wants you to know around this. So the sunshine that's underneath is that you have a perfect body for this moment. You are lovable just as you are. And the other thing that Byron Katie says, the author that I mentioned, she says, yeah, I believe everyone loves me. I walk into a room, I know everyone loves me. I just don't know if they have realized it yet or not. So what else here for our Geminis? All right, I do want this one, this one, this one, that one, and this one right here. It's trying to run away. There we go. So these so far. What else? Anything else? Okay, they do want that one here. All right, so these are it. They want to give you these 6. We'll start over here with the 5 of Cups and disappointment. This is a great card to come up with everything that we've been talking about, because cups are emotions, and they have 3 cups that are spilt, which are the disappointments, like it talks about up here, the disappointments that we feel in those external things that we're taught that are supposed to make us feel emotionally fulfilled. And those 3 cups are relationships, situations, it's like circumstances like jobs or education, the situations that we can get into, and things, our bodies, our possessions, and our bank accounts. So relationships, situations, and things. Well, the thing is that when we define ourselves or look for our emotional fulfillment in those 3 cups, we do get disappointed because those 3 things are unstable. People change or pass away. Situations never stay the same, and things in our bodies break down, deteriorate, or are stolen. So when we go out there, we do experience disappointment, but one of the big things, one of the big discoveries is that we came here to experience this. And I love this card because 5s are all about a change of perspective and from looking at things from a different point of view. And we start off looking at the things that we are disappointed in, the things that make us trigger all these emotions that are rooted in fear. But the 2 cups, so you see the 3 cups are floating in the water here, and then the 2 cups are in front of her now. The transformation, the point of view change that comes, is that you realize there are 2 places that you can choose your emotions from. One is from fear, all that conditional love, that all those expectations of those things in the outside world, or the other cup is the chalice. It's the Holy Grail. It's full of the living waters, the essence of the unconditional love of the Creator of all things. That's what we're hungering and thirsting after. Those other 3 cups are what we're told we're supposed to go out and eat and drink from, but we realize, I'm hungry and thirsty moments later. If it filled us up at all, we eventually feel the disappointment and the letting down of it. But when we have this beautiful point of view change that I get to choose, so I can continue to choose this other drink, this bitter, sour drink of fear, or this nectar of unconditional love. And so you have this story that comes, this awareness that comes about the 2 choices that you get to make. And then you have the King of Pentacles. And this is great for what we're talking about, because Pentacles is the outside world, and the king, having lived through all the other Pentacles experiences, he understands so much about how the outside world works. The big message that coincides with this card is that he learns that when he looked for his worth outside of himself, that's that instability he felt. He felt unstable because of those things that he was, these 3 cups. It's the same kind of thing, those 3 places of worth that he was defining himself by, but he found that when he turned inside and found that his worth was founded and stable when it's focused on that eternal unconditional love instead of that outside world that's constantly changing, right? It goes back to that being happy for no reason at all. You can be happy when you really have that strong foundation that you are loved by the mother and father of all things. And if the king and queen of the kingdom love you for who you are, who cares what the rest of the kingdom or the rest of the world thinks, because they are the ones that are going to protect you, that are going to rain all this abundance and everything down upon you because they love you, right? Yeah, then you have the sun. So here's the sunshine that you are currently overlooking, and this is like one of the most joyous, successful cards, along with this King of Pentacles in the entire deck, because the sun does shine light on all those things that were hidden before, that those beliefs you have about yourself and specifically about your body that needed to come out into the light. Because when we hold our thoughts and our beliefs, those dark thoughts and beliefs about ourselves in the darkness, they seem so much bigger than when we shine the light on it, right? And so there is this beautiful warmth and joy and exuberance that comes, this power that comes with this card for you. And then you have the Four of Wands. So wands are our drive, our ambition, our inspiration, our passion, our energy. And fours are a very solid foundation. Think of a table with 4 legs on it, very big legs. It's a very strong foundation. This also usually can be like a kind of a celebration, a joyful card, a joyful energy. Usually they're like under a tent with 4 poles. It's like a celebration of some kind, of gathering of some kind. And I really feel like this is the stable energy that's coming in for you around all of this, because this seems to be like at a core for you. And it kind of reminds me even of the Wheel of Fortune. It's like things are changing, things are spiraling. And so just understand that nothing stays the same forever either. There is this movement, this completion. It talks about completion up here, of the way you used to look at yourself you're ready to be done with that. You're ready to move into this new way of looking. Instead of having this energy where 1 second you're feeling good and the next second you're not, it becomes the steady force for you instead. Yeah, because here you have this death and rebirth. You're rising from the ashes as a mighty, powerful phoenix. So you definitely, this fire that is igniting you here is beautiful, because it really is allowing you to see just the power that you hold, just how perfect you are in each moment. And it's like you're taking your power back to yourself. You are defining yourself. You are becoming less and less and less concerned about all that popular opinion on the outside world, right? All that future stuff that has to happen in order for you to be happy. You're just like, you're ready to set it on fire and rise from the ashes with all of that. And your final card is the Five of Swords. Yep, so you had the Five of Cups, which is your emotions, and now you have the Five of Swords, which is your thoughts and beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. In this card here, you can see how your thoughts and beliefs have had you pinned to the ground, but you're ready to be free. And a lot like the Five of Cups, you have the Three Swords, which are the Three of Swords. I call the expectations card, because usually there'll be a heart on it with three swords stuck in it, and that's the kind of the disappointment. It talks about disappointment. That's the pain that you feel when you judge yourself so harshly by all those supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts. But she's holding two swords, and the Two of Swords, like the Two of Cups, it allows you to know that where the Two of Cups that are in front of her here teach her that she has two places to choose emotion from. These two swords teach you that you have two places to choose the story you're going to apply to any situation to. And it's the same. You have one sword, small t truce, of the human side, of the ego, of fear, conditional love, right? And the other is the Ace of Swords, which is this beautiful sort of capital T truce of the higher realm of unconditional love. And so you get to have this transformation from disappointment and defeat into wholeness and completeness and victory instead, because you really go through this. I love this death and rebirth. You really go through this transformation that happens about how you think about things and the emotion that you want to feel as you go through those. So this is going to be a big impact for you, because it just feels like the body image has been such a strong driving force for you for a very long time. But you're ready for this new sunshine to fill you up and flow out, this new feelings of security, this feelings of wholeness that spawn from unconditional love, where you can be happy right here, right now, and not have to wait for the future. So I really love this for you. I don't have anything else to add here. So, if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out monthly readings for each zodiac sign and a few other types of videos. So if you don't want to miss out on those messages and be notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click this like button, also click the subscribe button. That gives you access to this notification bell. And when you go in there, if you select the all option, then you'll be notified of any new videos that come out on this channel. And doing those things helps spread the love, also helps my channel grow in some big ways. So when you like a video, you share a video, you comment on a video, or subscribe to a channel, those things make the YouTube algorithm so excited it wants to share those videos with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, I am definitely grateful for that. Also, these are general readings. If you're looking for even more specific information for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is listed in the description box below. All right, you beautiful Geminis, as you go throughout this amazing week, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. You have an amazing week. I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon. But in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.